Oh, hey, there we go. No audio, and now you see audio. There we go. Hello. Yeah, let me just kill Twitch and restart it. See if that helps. Like I said, unfortunately, I was going to try to get you some coolness, but it's not letting me at the moment. So on Friday, I'll deal with it this afternoon and get it ready for you guys on Friday. Twitch is being slow. Alright, let me try killing it one more time. Reauthorizing. Okay, there we go. Sorry about this, everyone. Just working to get everything up and running. Still not seeing me on Twitch. It does show me as live, but I'm not seeing any video. Is anyone else seeing anything? Oh. I see it. Hey, alright, yay! Guess the internet tubes had to get declogged. They've been sitting empty for a little while. Hello, everybody! Hello, and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDOstream and youtube.com/DungeonsandDragons/live. I am DDO's community manager, Cordovan, entering 2017 with a busy schedule, a refreshing outlook on life, and some time off that I got to spend with family and friends. If you did as well, hope you had a good time. If you had a bad time, well, that's why we're here. We'll be around for the next hour answering your questions to the best of our ability. If I can't answer it, I'll just let you know. Like I said, I was going to be on Flamekeep today to show off the latest for update 34 here, but I'm having a few networking issues on the computer, so I'm going to have to put that off until probably Friday instead. So instead, we're starting over back at the top, because I had my last server as Wayfinder in December before the break. So let's just go to the top of the list and start the new year fresh. I am on my level 8 Barbarian. He is a TR'd character on his, so I reset his life. Let me send out a tell in our chat room. One other thing I would try to actually get done here. No, that ain't working either. What's wrong with my computer? There we go. Gonna be doing some low-level questing, that sort of thing. I'll and plenty of time to answer your questions. You know, if you haven't seen the Standing Stone Games announcement, there's something to take a look at. I can't really say a whole lot more than what's in that fact, but feel free to ask me about it anyway if you'd like. But we tried to be pretty clear about what was and wasn't happening, and I think we largely succeeded at that. Just to note, the coins are no longer dropping. As of yesterday, the coin drops have ended for Festival. However, the Jester is going to be around for a little while longer, and if I can resolve said networking issue, let's see. No, I should be able to take a look at this. Let me actually just call up our calendar here for DDO, and let's see what we have for end dates and start dates and things like that for a few things. I know that's part of on everybody's mind here. So we have got the Jester showing up. I believe we have it marked as through the 16th, right? Shut off the morning of the 17th. Yep. Oh, no. 13th, Friday. So the last full day should be Thursday, January 12th. So you have a little more than a week to turn in your coins there. And it looks like we otherwise have a calendar. Let's see. Check this one out. Yep, it's currently being updated. So anyway, that's what we got going on. We got some bonuses going on. Rezia and the Midwinter Festival will be coming in January as well. Hey, Big Sugar, I am Samoth, Jane, Todd Shy. Hey, Wesley, over on YouTube. All right. Anyone got any thoughts about what we might wish to run? Otherwise, I was going to suggest we just kind of take a quick look. Slave Lords. Not a new office. Nope, we're in the same stream room. So it's almost as if this Standing Stone thing had been in the works for a little while. We are now sharing an office. You know, the large office has been cut into two separate offices, one of them being the
season of festival
old turbine offices, and the other one being the new Standing Stone Games. The advantage of this, of course, is it has not impacted significantly our pen and paper games, which clearly take place between studios. We are, after all, a bunch of gamers and, in many cases, a bunch of friends. And things are cooking along real nice on that front, too. So if anyone's got any kind of gossipy concerns about that or anything, just like, oh, I wonder, things are going just great. So, we do have big news. You know, we did announce that we are now Standing Stone Games, a standalone studio. Now running DDO and Lotro. This clearly has been in the works for a little while. Hard secrets to keep, but nonetheless, there we are. Welcome. Hope you are interested in joining us for what we believe will be a very cool ride here in 2017 and beyond. Looks like many of you did support us over the holidays, and we really do appreciate that as well. Will we have the ability to select a seal? Yeah, that box art thing. I don't actually care about the Twitch box art, but I know some people do. I will work on it. It goes through the Giant Bomb wiki. So if someone wants to go into the Giant Bomb wiki and update a proper box, that's what we gotta do. Can I just say stone randomly like the Lord of Eyes and Palace of Stone? Of course. Do we still get the WB movie night? Alas, alas, we do not. There are some things that losing corporate we do no longer have that, unfortunately. But we have a lot of cool things happening as well. Man, this guy is so ungeared. All right, maybe I should have hit a bank at some point. Nah. All right, there we go. I'll find all my weapons. They're all going to be amazing. A couple people have asked, just in case people don't know, Tolero is with Standing Stone Games.
As you enter the room, a woman wearing a noble's finery gestures for you to approach. Dame Gold points to the door at the rear of the chamber. The path beyond the service entrance will lead you to the abandoned temple. The slavers have set up an outpost there. Somewhere inside, I'd expect you'll find the information you need to track the slave lords back to their lair. Dame Gold's eyes narrow, and you hear the sound of steel in her voice. When you find them, I expect you to destroy them. All of them.
I do have a question I do plan to get to, and that's Civic Spoon's question in the chat that came across earlier. So here is the plan.
The path
for the next couple of months.
Ancient wall, the symbol of the slave lords.
We are currently
hangs above
working
the
on a
crumbling
patch.
Gateway. A poorly disguised secret door can be seen at the rear of this alcove. Whew. All right. Civic Spoon says, what about the aggro changes tonight? So, like I said, here is our tentative plan for the next couple of weeks. We are working on an update. Could be update 34, could be a patch. Kind of depends how things go. The big trick being Reaper difficulty. We don't want to release Reaper difficulty until it's ready. And it's a big project. So there's a little bit of work to be done yet on that. And we want to make sure that we have the ability, if possible, to have as complete a package as we can when we get ready to release. So could end up just being a patch rather than a more substantive kind of thing, but we'll see what happens there. That stun that's gonna get me. All right. So that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks, a patch update. We have Reezy and the Midwinter Festival that's going to be happening after the Jester shows up or goes away. We are currently hard at work on our patches
and updates
The
for
door
the
here appears to have been
anniversary,
destroyed,
along with
then
points
hastily
beyond. We
repaired.
have got a lot of planning and budgeting that's underway right now, so things like that are happening, but our plans have not changed. So everything you heard about in 2016 is carrying into 2017. That includes getting Dragonborn out, a new adventure pack quest for the anniversary most likely, new anniversary updates and things like that, a reward system there. We're going to be doing an adventure pack that may involve... Stonelands, and that'll be in later on this year. We of course do have Ravenloft that's going to be going on pretty soon here, and that's probably later in 2017. We are working to get a producer's letter out for everybody. Alright, looks like I got a couple of those. Let me bring up a Wargarble. So that's our short-term agenda. We've got a lot, as you can see, in the works for not just this year. The update 34 is going to be a new free dungeon, along with most likely Reaper difficulty. That's what we want it to be, is Reaper as well. We're also going to be doing some champion changes that you'll find out about real soon on the forums, but one of the main things is not so much to change the difficulty of champions, but to more closely tie them into the lore. Make it make a little more sense as you're an immersive when you're in there, and also give you a small sense of what you might be able to expect in terms of ways to counter the champions. So they're going to specifically have text in them, like in their description, saying where they're being influenced from. It's one of the, say, planes, things like that, and that has different buffs and debuffs, and you'll be able to better get a sense of how those things work as it goes along. So that's going to be coming as well. Yes, we are also going to be taking a look at these aggro changes. We're going to be doing some work on that. We have Torque actually taking a look at that in the coming next couple of weeks, and we're probably going to shorten the aggro range. We do want to make bluff pulling tactic, and so we're going to be working on that if there's something we need to do there. But we do want to not bring back the scenario where people were single pulling clearly large groups of mobs, and it was just kind of a big bummer. So we don't have a trapper, do we? Alright. But yes, we are taking a look at the aggro changes. We did mostly just revert it to the old system that was there, but since it's been a while since that system was in place and some various other changes have been made, we did see some halo effects that we're currently working on. Certainly making the game more challenging right now, huh? What is this I hear about no new free content? No. Nope. Not a thing. How's the new company thing going? Going great. Standing stone to real gaming monolith. I love it. Yeah. Is there anything to report, comment on regarding the nature of this aggro mechanic patch? Just that we do have Torque working on it. It's going to presumably be a somewhat smaller sort of sense box for pulling other aggro, just to hopefully make things a little bit easier on folks and to help allow you to better manage aggro while still not sort of allowing people to just use the broken mechanic of pulling one mob from a group with a bow, you know, which has been relegated to DDO's past. But yes, it will be scaled back some. We were perhaps a little exuberant, shall we say, with it, and that was largely due to, like I say, halos that are going on here, related to changes that have taken place over the years. You know, I do have a favorite soul cleric with me. I'm going to bring this person out to provide a little bit of backup healing for us, because I think we could use it. How do I end recurring VIP payments? Dirty Dexter wants to know. That is done through the DDO store inside of the game.
This room stinks of vinegar, fire, and rot. The odor pours from a large mound of smoldering compost in the center of the floor.
So log into DDO, go to the DDO store here. I don't really want to necessarily do it, but see there's like a corduroy guy for, you know, username. You'll go to like manage your subscriptions, your payment, your account, your transaction history, that kind of thing. So that's where you'll take care of that stuff in the game. There's not much you can do on my account anymore. You can change, I believe, your email address, your billing address. There are a few things you can still do there. But most of that work has been migrated to the game client itself. Our support still does stay the same for now. It's support.turbine.com. How long are the Night Revels cookies good for? Well, let's see. If someone remembers to do it, and I ain't gonna tell them to do it, maybe in the next patch it'll go away. But, we'll see. Can we just make a DDO2 start from scratch? That would be rad, but no. Re-aggro, if I am a rogue sneak assassinating single enemies in a mob, will a kill wake up the rest of the mob around him/her, or can I maintain stealth? My understanding is you are supposed to be able to maintain stealth in that scenario. On a successful assassinate, you will maintain your stealth, is my understanding. If that's not how it's working, and it sounds like maybe that isn't, that's something that we will be working to fix. My understanding, at least in the way it should work, is that if you make a failed assassinate attempt, then it's a sort of a listen check and what all the other kind of stuff that goes on for aggro mechanics. So it would depend on how sneaky you were and things like that.
The sound of a door opening can be heard in the distance.
If we are currently a VIP and have auto pay, do we need to change anything? My understanding is no, you don't need to. My recommendation would be that if you have a spare minute,
log into the DDO store in game. Just double check your credit card info. Make sure you've got the right expiration date on it. A lot of expiration dates recently went away due to a changeover to chip type cards and things like that. So you may want to just make sure that you're not one of those folks. But yes, recurring billing and that should just be working just fine here. When is the Favored Soul update coming? It'll be the next class we're going to be working on. No real time frame at this point, though. We have some work to do to get, say, Dragonborn out. Things like that. So I'm not sure on the... I don't want to commit to a update on it. But it'll be next, is my understanding. Yeah, I do think part of the change is going to be at least a minor scale back of the aggro sort of radius. Just because it kind of has to. It's a little exuberant at the moment, a little heavy. The only reason we wouldn't change is if we corrected a couple of halos and perhaps it worked better. But we'll see. Yeah. That's something Torque is working on. Trust in Torque. Frankly. He'll get it done. That dude knows his stuff. Ah! I are dead. I don't know. That's a good question. Slithy Jub says, why can't we use Omni Spell Dust for Paladin res spells gained through the enhancement tree? I don't know. I don't know. Wesley says over on the YouTube side, how do I record DDO? I use XSplit myself, but OBS is another free solution. XSplit is not free, but yeah. There you go. Nevertheless. I actually did try out before I went live here. There's a plugin for the YouTube chat now, and I almost went live with it, except there's one big thing I don't like that they haven't fixed yet. It's in beta, and that is that the text doesn't degrade over time. So like if YouTube doesn't get a lot of comments, which it tends to be a little bit lighter on the comments, you get in the situation where you have the same text just kind of hanging out there on screen for 5-10 minutes. And I don't like that. That's annoying to me. I would rather that stuff kind of go away after maybe 20-30 seconds. So until that happens, I'm not going to use the plugin. Sorry, Mr. Cranky, get off my lawn. Yeah. But there we go. But coming soon, perhaps. They've already made that kind of progress, you know.
Alright, that went pretty well. Nicely done, folks. Some broken shackles. It's true we did sort of have trial by public combat, and Dragonborn clearly won over Kobold, so... It's not to say Kobold will never happen, but short term, yeah, we're gonna do Dragonborn next. We maybe, you know, there's a thought about maybe doing Goblins as well. That's a little more nebulous at this point, but could happen.
These tunnels look like they collapsed recently.
Will Dragonborn be an iconic? It could be. Could be. It's definitely something that we've been discussing. But we'll see as we get a little bit closer. Ah! Glomp. Yeah, goblins would be a monster race. If that wasn't clear. Give myself a little... Don't have to do that. No, not failing. You ain't wrong. You're not wrong. I did a great job. Right? Great job. There we go. So let's see. What else can we talk about? We are working tentatively on a producer's letter. We want to get it out as soon as we can. We just have been a little on the business side. But it's in our list of things to do. There you go. Spectacular death, worthy of song. I agree, right? Any death you can almost walk away from. Nereth, use that shrine, now! Yeah, and then we've got, you know, a lot going over on Lord of the Rings as well, so we've got a real busy couple updates ahead of us, but it's going to be good. Oops. Thank you very much on the new studio. Congrats. These traps, you know, we're in on hard here, and these traps, they hit. They will hit pretty hard. Gotta be careful with those things. As you could just see, I just basically wiped the party, huh? So...
Alright, let's see, we got our group together again. Alright, is everyone, like, gonna res up? Let's just sort of meet back at the shrine, regroup, and, redo this thing, huh? Oh, someone saying, why is the stream in Polish channels? That's because I failed to switch over the language back to English. We do on Tuesday afternoons have DDOPL. It is a Polish language DDO live stream, and most likely yesterday afternoon they switched it over to Polish, and I just failed to switch it back. So there we go. Alright, let's go as a group here. No more running off on your own, please. Alright, there we go. Cool. Cool. Alright, looks like we're back on track here. So, yeah, hit me up with some questions if you'd like. We are, like I say, recording some preview video today. So that should mean we're in a pretty good position to show you a few things from Flamekeep or Lamania later this week. We'll be getting that done. Oops.
This chamber is uncomfortably warm. The air is rank with the smell of rotting garbage.
Do you sense any traps? I guess we've clearly found that those pressure plate traps can wipe us out. That's right. Weekend bonuses. Yeah, we've got weekend bonuses coming. I saw a Buddy XP weekend, a double daily dice, a challenge reward boost, and we're working on that schedule right now, so it'll get put together soon.
Do I know about the original Teen Titans animated series? Yes. I am a barbarian trapper. You know, I find it with my face. Thanks, Wargarble. Thanks, Wargarble, doing nice there. Alright, why don't you do a search around here just to be safe, huh? Oh my gosh, that's so many undeads. Alright, very cool. No, not all those bonuses at once. Those will be like what you'll see in the coming weeks. Oh, thank you, FN Fenters. FH Fenters. I am so excited to be a part of Standing Stone Games and what we have going on this year. I mean, you know I'm a game-annoyed and big DDO fan and love the LOTRO community and everything as well too. And I've been getting into LOTRO just fine actually. And we have got huge years in the works for 2017 and beyond. So the fact that we get to do this, that we get to sort of the same teams, I mean, we know what we're doing. Well, unless you're on the forums, in which case we're a bunch of idiots, but you know what I mean. We basically know what we're doing. And we know what we can do and what it takes to get it done and all the rest. And we are ready to rock in 2017 here on just a couple of huge expansions and really cool things. So I thank you. Definitely want to check this section for traps. Oh, or let them find it. Chronicle is a little delayed. The problem is I got back, to the office yesterday, and we just had a huge amount of work to do, clearly. We're also sitting on the 300th DDO screenshot of the week, the next screenshot of the week, which is the thing that really triggers the Chronicle as well, is coming up to 300 is the next one. And we had done some dev screenshots prior to the holiday break that were okay. But we're going back to the drawing board and really putting together something perhaps a little more crazy for the 300th DDO screenshot of the week. So whether I get the Chronicle out this week, maybe it gets pushed next week. That's what's going to be going on. But we are quick moving on that. I can also say that the Players' Council is something that we're going to be taking a look at here in the next couple of months. We'll be doing a few changes there. The main one being is we're getting rid of the year-long tenure, kind of locked in, never come back again thing, and we're going to move to a more frequently rotating group of folks who are
I don't know. I guess we're, in some ways it's going to make it a little bit more public, but it is still going to be a directed and targeted group of people to offer feedback. But we do want to give a lot more people who might be interested a chance to do it. So we're going to be rotating people in and out. Some people will be sticking around for a while if they're particularly good at giving us feedback. We don't want to lose that talent. It is valuable to us. But at the same time, we want to sort of keep it somewhat controlled. So you can stay tuned for that. Normally we do the Players' Council in like late January, early February. And that'll be the case here as well. We're going to be doing a refresh of the Players' Council here in the coming weeks. So you can find out more about that as we get closer to it. Please do not send in your applications yet. I do not have time to look at them. But when that time comes, I will let you know. And then you can please, if you are interested, send in an application. We're going to have maybe a couple week application period, and I'm going to get like literally 1,000 applications. But that'll be okay. And then we'll sort through it all and figure out where we land. Is DDO points the official replacement for turbine points? Yes, it is the official replacement. We were thinking about that not that long ago, and DDO points just really kind of fits with what it was to begin with, because these were never portable point systems between DDO and Lotro, so it made sense to just switch it over to game specific for DDO and Lotro points. Some people have said, well, you guys missed an opportunity to move it to stones or pebbles or whatever. Well, it's not just so much a matter of making it a big subject of conversation, Grandern, as it is, so when we would cut the entire Players' Council and then restart fresh, we had to, there's always this kind of adjustment period that people had to learn really what the council was and how it worked and what they were supposed to do, and just all the various things that are involved in it, right? And so it would take a couple of months to really get everyone sort of acclimated to the Players' Council and then doing their thing. I'm running low on it. Weapons. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to melee oozes, but hey, there we are. I'm a barbarian. And I think it will actually serve everyone a lot better. It'll be a little bit more public, a little bit more directed, more people involved, so that they can kind of get a better sense of how things actually work. Which is really, I think, something, like it or not, some members of the Players' Council have really gotten some insight in on just really how this kind of development process actually works and how the feedback process goes on that. It's pretty informative. And we'd like to get more people to take a look at it. Oh no, I'm so dead. Oh my god. Hey, at least we didn't aggro them. I'll call that a win. And there were some really great Players' Council members in the first couple of years. This is only year 3 on it, so this has largely been some kind of let's do what we want experiment. Search for traps, please. What happened to my massive turbine points? It was a holiday break. There was a lot on sale. I might have spent them. Come on, man. Did you see our discounts? It's pretty funny. We can get you to search around here. If I could get you to search around here.
A group of orcs stand around a cauldron, chanting in their harsh tongue. The witch doctor looks up and says,
Adventurers! Oh, I love adventurers. Nobody complains when I break them.
The witch doctor cries.
Servants, defend me!
The witch doctor gives a final cry, and then falls silent.
Alright. Woot woot. I did buy various space of things, but not on this character. This character is in a pretty early state. I haven't been playing it a ton, so. I say let's just give up the chest in the service of time and just hit that lever and call it done. Yeah, just unlock it. Could you unlock it, War Garble? Sorry, we're just running out a bit of time here. We do have a meeting coming up at 1:30, and I also haven't eaten lunch yet. I need to get Flamekeep working. Like I said, we're recording a bit of a video for various corporate reasons today, so I'm doing that this afternoon as well. I may also be making up this evening, making a new 3.5 character for a new D&D campaign that'll be taking place maybe one Saturday a month with some friends of mine, so that'll be cool. I haven't done 3.5 in a while. I've largely been sticking to 5th edition here in recent campaign groups. It's been fun.
I'm making a cleric, which will be nice. I haven't just played kind of my default pen and paper class in a little while, so it should be pretty cool. Yep. You know, honestly, the changeover has been, you know, one of our purposes, one of our goals was to make it as transparent to you, or, you know, not transparent even, but just a non-issue for you folks. And it ended up being not a huge transition time for us too. A lot was stayed the same. You know, servers are in the same place, and our desks are largely in the same place, and you know, it's good. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but you know, we've done a lot. Alright. When is the DDO movie hitting? I have no idea. We do have the new Standing Stone Games logo on the splash screen. That was kind of neat to see. All right, let's continue this, huh? You guys ready to minus you, Estonia? We'll get you to a shrine as soon as we can. Guys, about ready to tackle these dudes?
The slave lord looks you over. Yes, you'll fetch a fine price, once you're properly broken. Guards, take them alive if you can. If not, well, it won't be a complete loss. The slave lord grunts. Very well. I have other ways of dealing with the likes of you. The slave lord crumples into a lifeless heap. Now to search for clues to the location of the other slavers. You notice a shipping manifest sitting on the deck. The manifest describes a keep some distance from here. This fortress seems to play a major role in the slave trade. More clues about the slave lords can doubtless be found there.
There we go. Alright, very nicely done. I will get in-game and get you guys a turbine point code in the mill later on this afternoon, probably late this afternoon, perhaps even early evening. Thanks for being there. Alright, that's going to do it with the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream on twitch.tv/DDOstream and youtube.com/DungeonsandDragons/live. I will be back on Friday at noon for Friday afternoon. You can find me over on the Lotro side, over on Lotro Stream on Thursday at noon. We'll be doing some interviews and podcasts. We have some things to talk about with Update 34. We're going to be hopefully doing another Reaper difficulty preview on Lamania pretty soon. And at the very least, we have a patch coming real soon here as well. Also kicking off Reezy and the Midwinter Festival later this month. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.